Plaza is going to look a lot different in the next few years. The state says it'll undergo renovations. It'll cost $189 million.
And all that money, it's coming from you, the taxpayers. News 4's Marissa Sulik explains what's to come and if it's necessary.
All right, you ready to rock and roll?
There's a reason.
And smiling this way.
Every prom season,
Oh, goodness, y'all look good.
Portia Belcher takes photos out here on War Memorial Plaza.
It always seems to have the perfect lighting. The magnolia trees are great. The steps are wonderful. And the columns are like, it just gives every look like a classic feel.
But starting next spring, this entire plaza will be off limits. It's part of a super long state project to renovate what's on top here and below it, inside Legislative Plaza.
Mold was a huge problem.
Former State Representative Craig Fitzhugh spent many hours beyond these glass doors. Lawmakers used to have their offices down here. Now they're in the Cordell Hall building. One of the reasons, water damage.
It's susceptible to rain and cold and you know, a lot of weather there because we're pretty close to the surface. You'd go home for the weekend and come back and you'd see a new little wet spot on your wall or a new little strain of sort of dark color running across there. So it moved pretty fast.
There's changes coming up here to War Memorial Plaza as well. These tiles, which are slippery when wet, are going to go away, and these fountains, which have not been turned on in over a year, are also being removed. There's plans beyond the plaza as well. The Department of General Services says a visitor center will be built. They say that will prevent school field trips from being dropped off on a busy Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. There will also be added conference space at the Tennessee Tower, and the Motlow Tunnel inside the Capitol will be renovated and waterproofed.
Now what I want y'all to do, give me straight faces like your selfie face. Like we out here killing it, we shutting it down.
The state says this plaza will be closed off to the public when renovations start next spring. Belcher knows she may have to take her pictures elsewhere.
I'm gonna be sad for a little bit. I'm gonna be sad, but knowing they're gonna make it better, hopefully, I'll keep my spirits up.
And the spirits are up.
1, 2, 3, hey!
For this prom season. Marissa Sulik, News 4 Nashville.
It does make a gorgeous backdrop.
Yes, it does.
Speaking of backdrops, look at this beautiful shot tonight. The state says they do expect that project to be done in 2026.
Well, this stretch of land in Hermitage is now filled with tents and garbage. People living nearby say it's caused by a growing homeless community. We found there are a few dozen people living around there, and some Hermitage residents say this kind of community can't continue.
One thing to have one person camp, it's different to have a community move in and alter the whole area. It's continuing to grow, basically. Just more and more foot traffic in the area, more and more shopping carts, litter.